Hey everybody, Crystal Kitsune here, and today we are playing Passpartout. It is a game where you draw stuff and try to make a living out of being an artist. So, I already played a little bit of this to see what it was like, and so we're just going to start a new career because I don't want to continue what I was doing. I want it to be a fresh new start for us. So this is Act 1, New Beginnings. I actually did a little bit of this. I recorded it, but I was on the wrong microphone settings, so I have had to change it and redo it. So this is like actually a redo of what I've done already. So we're just gonna do a quick little video. I already tried using my drawing tablet. It won't connect as a drawing device, so I'm gonna dick with that later and see what's going on. But I got my handy dandy mouse here, so we're just gonna start making stuff. And as you see, we just have a palette of colors here. We got a size indicator down here, so you can make the size bigger or smaller by rolling the mouse wheel. I'm guessing this is like an undo, that's trash, and that's an okay to approve the painting when you're done. So we just got some colors here. The people that are on this game are really super picky, so like they want bright, vibrant colors, and then some people are all like, oh, it's not bright enough, or blah 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 blah, or some dumb shit like that. So I'm just gonna make some lines and some colors and just go to town on, you know, this particular thing. So yeah, it's just a little game where you're an artist. You know, I don't know what this does. Apparently it does that. Okay, well, I'm just gonna color this all blue then. It doesn't really have like an undo button, so you can't like really go through and undo or erase what you just did. It doesn't have layers, doesn't have any of that, you know, Photoshop bullshit. So we're just gonna save and put them down, and she just looks like a Muppet. Blue. Okay, so this baguette guy that has the baguettes in his little thing back here, he's the one that buys all our shit. So since I played this already, I basically know the beginnings of the game, so it's not anything too hard, let's put it that way. You just basically paint. That's all you do. You paint, people come by, they either like it or they don't, and if they like it, they'll buy it sometimes. If they don't, then they'll just say it's not good enough, or, you know, like they'll say, oh, it's too bright, or oh, it's too boring, or, you know, there's a lot of picky people on this thing. So we're just going to do some stuff and see what happens. So basically this game, you just make paintings and you just sell them, and it's, I guess it's kind of like a painter's tycoon kind of thing, because you have to, you're a starving artist, so you're trying to sell your shit. And from what I could tell from like the video on Steam, is that it looks like a tycoon game basically, because you start off like with a particular like you start here in this little shack or whatever, selling your stuff on grimy tables with bricks, and then you move on to like better places essentially, And then when you get up in level, then you get more stuff. Because I got up to like the next area or level, not area because I was still here, but I got a different brush. So I'm thinking that the higher level that you get, the more tools that you get. So you get like, I got a spray paint thing, which gave me a spray paint tool to make spray paint things. And it was like reminiscent of it was reminiscent of a game that I played that used basic, you know, colors and stuff like that. When they made Oregon Trail Deluxe for the DOS, there was a scene, like the scenes that you play, well, not play, but when you're shooting the animals, there are some of the scenes look like they were made in MS Paint, because of they have like the very gritty spray paint function from like MS Paint, and it looks kind of shitty. So I'm just gonna call this like Alien Planet. Okay, so that's basically all this game is just painting, and I really want to see like what else it comes up with, like what else is there in this game. Look at my person freaking out. Woo! I'm freaking out. I want to see like what this game has to offer, you know, like what else is there to this game besides just painting. I mean, I know that's like the majority of the game, but there has to be like more to it, right? There has to be like once you get to a certain point, you get more tools. So there needs to have like a goal other than just trying to make it out there. Like there has to be like, okay, I'm gonna be able to do really cool paintings here in a while, because that's my theory. You're starting out. You live in this shack, or kind of like storage container. You're whatever money you get, whatever you make selling your paintings, that's what you're living on. So, I mean, there's like a bed in there, and you know, a lamp, and then your easel. So you're living in this shack, storage container. So whatever you get more popular, I'm thinking that you're going to like, you know, move up in the world, and you're going to have a lot of money, and then you're going to, you know, have people clamoring for your art, even if it's like a dot on a page, because that's kind of like a stereotype, I guess you could say, is like artists get super famous, and then they could just put a dot on a page, and then they call it like abstract art, and then it's like, okay, well, people pay thousands and thousands of dollars for that kind of stuff. So I know this is kind of like a tycoon game in the sense that, okay, so you're starting out slow, you're starting out like as a starting artist, whatever you make selling these things is what you live off of. And so I'm thinking that eventually, you know, we're going to break off into, you know, we're making a lot of money, we're moving up in the world, we're living in a penthouse, you know, overlooking the Eiffel Tower, you know, that kind of stuff. So it's basically what, like, how famous you get, and the more famous you get, then like you'll be able to afford more things, and the more art you do, the more tools open up, and then you get like to be able to do better things, you know. So I'm thinking that's what it's going to be like, is you're going to have this experience of being an artist. I'm trying to make an alien head, and it's not really working out very well. Because it either takes off too much. Now it looks more like the Grinch. I'll just leave that here. Woo! Spooky. I'll get some and go really small and make little pupils. Oh, now it's cute. No, it's still not as creepy, but paint me like one of your French girls. Meep. So, as we paint our way through, I want to keep doing this game because I just want to see like how elaborate it gets, like how, oops, sorry, didn't mean to hit the table. I want to see like how like extremely, I don't know, I just want to see how it ends up, you know. I want to be able to have a whole, be able to blend, be able to do just shadows and shade, and you know, not just have like a brush, but like have opacity as well, because opacity is like really important when it comes to like blending and stuff. Like I could take this color here and like gradually make it look like it's going darker if I had the tools, because like right now if I went like that, it doesn't work because it's not the right color. It's too dark. It's too much of a it's too much of a light and dark thing. So like this is light, this is a little bit dark, you know, middle dark, and then this is dark. So it just has 3 ranges. It doesn't have in between. So I'm just hoping that there's a way to like do something about that later when we get up into higher levels. I mean, this isn't really based off like a level system. I mean, there's not really I mean, you're painting and everything, but it's not. I just kind of lost my train of thought right there. I mean, we're painting things, yeah, but it's. I just lost my train of thought. I completely forgot what I was talking about. But anyway, so this game here, I want to see where it goes. You know, like I just saw a little bit of what Jack did, and he, you know, made his things, and he painted random stuff. The first thing that he made was a Jacksepticeye thing. So, I mean, yeah, it's fun. I mean, you could be creative. You could do whatever the fuck you want. I just wish that I was able to do more. You know, like have more artistic liberties, I guess you could say. Like be able to create something be able to create better art, I guess you could say. But I was thinking that since we're just starting out, we're doing kind of like crayons on a paper, you know, and it's not that elaborate yet because we're just starting out. So that's what my theory is we're just, you know, we're testing out the waters, we're seeing if people like our art, and if it does do well, then we can branch out into other things. So I'm hoping that us doing art as we go along will get better, and we'll have more stuff to work with. And I mean, this is kind of fun. I mean, if you like this game, it's called Passpartout, and you can get it on Steam. It's like $8, so it's not really super expensive. It's just something to dick around with, I guess, and you could just have fun with it, and you know, do whatever you want. That's what I'm doing. I'm just doing my thing. Doing my thing. Get some yellow up in here. Look at that. Oosh. Okay, now we'll sell this one. We'll call it confetti or something. Confetti. Okay, we'll do one last painting and then we'll call it a night or a day or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I mean, this game, pretty cool. I just want to see what all it allows you to do in future iterations. Because I'm sure, like, we're not going to stay in this little butthole of a, you know, place for long. We're just going to be here until I guess we make enough money or something. And then we'll move up. And then we can, you know, go and get an apartment or something. I don't know. I don't know how this game works. I mean, what I saw on the Steam page is that it has like a leveling up function, even though you're technically not leveling up really, because there's like no like real level up aspect to it. But like you start off as a, you know, sidewalk painter basically, and then you branch off into doing, you know, other, you know, doing other venues. So I'm assuming that, you know, you get better and you get better tools and you sell your art more, and you know, it's just a matter of you know, being able to sell your stuff and people wanting to buy it, and you know, all that kind of good stuff. So I'm not quite sure like how much else is involved in this, you know, but we will keep going. I mean, we can we just sold that painting for $55, so, or 55 euros. So it's all of like a matter of taste. Like, people will come in, and even for like real people, not just game people, if you have a painting, like I could draw a picture of just like one of these things that I made on here, and somebody is gonna like it, but you're gonna get a lot of people who don't, you know. And for artists, it's like, when you get all those people that don't like it and they say like, oh, this is stupid, or you know, you didn't put that much effort into it, or they nitpick the stuff that's wrong with it, and they don't see like, you know, they just want to do the, you know, pick out what's wrong with it. They don't want to like encourage you to do better. They don't want to, you know, give you, you know, constructive criticism. There's people out there that will just, you know, want to tear you down, and they won't want to build you up. And then it's those people that are like, you have to just wash over. You let them wash over you. Because, I mean, with anything, not just art. I mean, YouTube is art in a way because you're being creative. You know, there's people out there that are doing way better stuff than I am, and they're making a difference. I'm hopefully to make a difference someday. I just have to get up to there. But I'm just hoping that, like, the hate comments don't get to me like they would to anybody else. Because there's gonna be days that I'm gonna get like comments to say, oh, you're ugly, or oh, you're fat. I actually already got somebody that called me fat, but I know I'm fat. I know I'm not that super attractive. I know I'm like 100 or 99.9% lazy. You know, I know these things. So you don't have to tell me that. It's just fuel your vile comments and stuff. Don't use that energy to make vile comments. Use that energy to do something creative, constructive, helpful, whatever. You know, you don't have to just, you know, be a troll and just pop onto somebody's comment section and just call them ugly or stupid or fat or, you know, whatever, because it gives you a rise in the morning or something. I don't know. But it's just, everybody would get along a whole lot better if we just got along. And, instead of giving somebody negative criticism, give them helpful criticism, because that's going to do a whole lot more for them than, something else. And for those people out there who are, I mean, I'm getting on a tangent now about something totally, unrelated. But artists, it doesn't matter whether you're a painter or you draw, sketch, illustrate, animate, anybody, and YouTube, comedy or acting or, improv and stuff like that. That's art too, because, I mean, there's all different kinds of art. You don't have to pick up a pencil and a paper and be an artist. You can be an artist in any kind of media. But if you just, there's going to always be people out there that's going to not like your stuff. So, like, you can't please everybody all the time. So you can't draw a picture and expect everybody to like it. Because it's the same way with, like, tastes of food. Like, some people like coconut. I despise coconut. And so there's going to be people out there that's going to love your painting or your art, your comedy stint, your improv session, whatever. There's going to be people who are going to love it, but there's also going to be people that just test it because they're either in a bad mood or they're, just not into it or whatever. But you have to take the bad with the good, and I'm trying to, like, psych myself up to the fact that if I get to the point where I have, like, a lot of shinies and a lot of people in the community, there's going to be those anti-people that, not anti-people, but anti, they're going to be against everything that I do, and they're going to, like, try and break me down. And I have to psych myself up before that to make myself realize that those people are just out there to troll. They're just out there to make people feel bad. And anybody who follows that or believes it or whatever, it's kind of hard not to, but you just can't, because you just have to let it wash over you and not let it affect you, because you can do so much for yourself, for other people. You can do a lot. It's just you have to buckle down and do it and not be affected by the people who are inevitably going to be there and not like your stuff. So I got on this tangent. I'm sorry. I'm going to end the video, and sorry for that little rant. But if you're creative, just keep creating. Don't stop. I've sadly, like, stopped drawing. I just get into different moods and stuff. I used to draw all the time, and now I don't really draw hardly at all. I also crochet, and I crocheted some stuff here this last year, but I'm out of that mood. So it's just a matter of what mood I'm in at the time, and I'm not in a drawing mood, I'm not in a crochet mood. I'm mostly in a playing Ark, Survival Evolved mood right now. And before that was Maple Story. So it just depends on what my mood is, and art is not really my, drawing art isn't really my thing right now, but it could be your thing. So if you're, like, really into drawing or painting or whatever, get this game. It's really fun. You can just dick around, not be serious, curse at the douchebags for not liking your art. It's really fun. It's not that expensive. I mean, I'm not sponsored to say this or anything, but it is really fun. I want to keep playing this, and I want to see where it goes, see how famous we can get. So I'm going to stop talking, and thank you so much for watching, and if you go over here, there'll be a video that YouTube suggests you check out. Go here, and when my face will be here, you can click on that to go subscribe. Trying to get 100 subscribers. I got 94. I only need 6 more. So if you want to help me out and become a shiny, click on my face. And if you go here, there'll be a merchandise link. You can click on that to go t-shirt, tote bag. The mascot's on it. I drew it. I did draw it. So that is some artistic stuff that I did, as I drew my own mascot. And the one that's down here below, my face, I drew that also. So that's going to be it for today. Thanks so much for watching, and see you next time. Bye-bye.